We live. Drinking on Sunday, no chasing show. We here every Sunday, hiphophighlights.com. We here with our special guest, Qulay. What's good, baby?
What it do, man?
What up, my brother?
What's going on, man?
Yo, man, we're gonna start off from the top, man. Let these people know, man, where you from, man.
Originally from that Cape Town, man. Y'all know about that, you know what I mean? Afghanistan, what they call it, but you know your boy repping that P all day.
All right.
Okay. So let's get into the history of your music. You know what I mean? Like, what brought you to music?
Honestly, man, just me switching locations for real, man. Just, I seen a lot of shit in my lifetime, man. So, you know what I mean? I had to express it some type of way, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I feel like from being from Kingston to the beach to the P, there's so much out there that I'm seeing, man. It's my talent, like spitting words, man. So, when I do that, the people feel it, so you know what I mean? So, might as well keep pushing with that.
As an artist, you feel like most songs should be living situations or experiences, or just maybe something you have seen?
In my case, it's both, you know what I mean? Because living situations and seeing situations is kind of in the same boat.
Okay.
I mean, you see it, you're damn near living it. You just ain't doing what they doing, you know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, all of it is wrapped in one sheet. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, that is what that is.
So, for anybody that's out there listening out there, internationally or especially here in the 757, we ran into Qulay over at Vanity.
Yeah.
Right.
Vanity, that's what we first seen you
It's
at
my
the
knuckle.
thing. You know what I mean? So, just talk about real quickly, like how long you been working the underground circuit. You know what I mean? Doing performing and everything.
We want to know, first of all, man, what made him come to Vanity, man? We heard him that night. What brought you out that night?
Oh man, I mean, the P is the city to be in. I mean,
All
that's the city to be in. So, you know, when it's a spot going there, you got to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause it's so crazy because like I was telling Blaze the same thing. Like,
yeah,
we heard a lot of talent, but you know,
shout out to Flashlight too, man.
it was two people that just, I mean, y'all really like captured like, yo, niggas got some heat. Like, them boys on to something. You know what I mean? It just been like that from day one. You know what I mean?
I mean, and that's how it goes. I mean, that's my brother. I mean, we go through a lot of shit, but when it comes to us doing what we got to do in this ambition, I seen it. You know what I mean? So it was like we was our captain of our own boat. You know what I mean? Fast like Fly City. You know what I mean? Might as well rock it out.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
So, like when you came there, right? You rocked out with us over at Vanity. What are some of the other places that you've been performing at, like locally, or have you been anywhere else?
Oh man, let's take it back to before I met Blaze. It was either Newport News, man, Club Twist. I was with my cousin Bars out there in Hampton. I mean, shout out to Bars and everything.
Bars, yeah. I've been bars before.
I've been out to Castle. Bar None. You've been to Harlem too. Shout out to Blaze for the Harlem trip, man.
Okay,
they had them jugging out there going crazy.
Oh, word?
Went to Kingston, I mean. Club 23rd, man. You know, we turn up. A couple places, man.
Yeah.
I ain't really been out there like I want to, but I'm gonna get out there.
Okay.
So, what's one of the one or several artists that kind of inspired you to do what you're doing, or inspiring you now?
First of all, man, I like to say, my man Fab, man, Loso.
Yo, once again, we had an interview and we got an answer that we haven't heard before. We never heard nobody say Fab.
We've been here for a year and we have never
heard nobody say Fab.
Oh, man.
That's real.
That man actually works, man. Like, he can take time off, come back and still work.
Fab work.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of his smoothness got a lot to do with his catch to me. You know
it's original,
You know what I mean? So when I go places, you know what I mean, I try to set the tone for my own shit, you know what I mean? I'm fly to everywhere I go, so it's kind of my swag brought me out to feel like I fuck with Fab. You know?
That's what up.
So let's go back to the underground circuit. Last week, and for anybody that's out there who doesn't know, we've been doing open mic about close to 7 months now.
Right.
We've been doing open mic 7 months.
Heard of.
That's a long time. We thank everybody for coming out and supporting. But last week we did something a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, we let you start the joint off. Right?
We did.
Like, yo, we want to set the tone.
Right.
You know, we want to set the tone for what's expected for the night.
Let's make a mark.
And honestly, the opening act was just as strong as the closing act.
Yeah.
The headline. And that's what we want to bring to the table. We want people to feel like, oh, I got to go after him.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like, oh,
yeah.
he set the tone. It was that level that was set for those guys. Basically, that energy stayed there the whole night. So for anybody that's out there rapping and you want to come to Vanity, just know that your name might be called first, and you got to bring the heat. No matter where you go,
no matter where you at,
you're always supposed to bring it.
No matter where you
at. Last week, I felt the vibe, I felt the energy, and then I felt it all night. And that's what you want when you're trying to showcase your talent in front of your peers and in front of your fans, because it's not just rappers rapping the rappers at Vanity. There are people that are there to support, people that are there to hear the songs, people there to drink, people there
we might have a little small person to come in. It might be a business person from a music label or something like that. Like even when you performing anywhere, like you gotta always take things serious. You don't know who's watching. You know what I mean?
You gotta be ready.
You gotta be ready.
If that's what you believe in, that's what you want to do. It don't matter if it's ghost town, there can be 1,000 people there. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
With that being said, what's your key points, man? You think make an artist, man? What's that root? What's that seed that you got to plant that make that artist, man? True artist.
First of all, a true artist, you gotta be yourself. Number one, that's off top. Two, you gotta be true to what you're talking about. I mean, a lot of cats fabricate. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody do it, but when it comes down to
business, you know,
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to you representing yourself, you gotta stay true to yourself, stay true to your fans, stay true to your friends.
Yeah, it make it that much easier.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
when I spit, I ain't talking about stuff I ain't do. I mean, I'm just speaking on myself. You know, I ain't talking about stuff I ain't do. If you heard some crazy shit in my rhyme, trust and believe I did.
You know,
I was just that type of
But see, like the other part of that is that, you know, some of what we say or what we have said in music or we hear in music, the kids that listen to it, they have no idea what they're really listening to.
Right.
Yeah.
So though you may not come in the game saying I'm a role model, inadvertently you really become a role model because it's a popular song. Like real talk,
popularity make you a role model.
My son likes Eminem, he likes 2 Chainz, you know, he likes Jay-Z. And he walking around the house saying stuff that 2 Chainz said. I got more head than a blow dryer. He don't really know what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? He don't really know what he's saying. He just likes the music. You have to understand that people are listening, whether they're grown or young.
That's a serious bar for the young man to quote.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that.
And that just lets you know that somebody may be listening to you because it's not like 2 Chainz ever sent no CD to our house and nothing like that. That's what my son checks for. And that's what influences his life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he may inadvertently go somewhere and just be like, well, you know, I get more head than a blow dryer. You know what I mean?
And they looking at him like,
wait a minute. Who's your parent? You know what I mean? I'm going to blame 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, you blame that fucking 2 Chainz, man.
Yeah, when I do a lot of mine, I try not to put so much into it to where it's not right for everybody. I mean, I try to relate to everybody. You know what I mean, down to every race. Now, there's no race with my music. I try to reach out to everybody.
And as us, like being parents, you know what I'm saying. And I know you're a proud father.
Of course.
How do you separate the music from the parenthood with the music, like as far as the content? You know what I mean? I know you're a young man. He's small, but because I used to MC.
Right. Okay.
And my daughter's now, she's 13. And at the time when she was a little younger, it didn't matter because daddy was running the street crazy and I spit about it. But then when she got like 10 and she could understand what was going on, I was like, damn, I could let her listen to it. But really I don't want her to. You know what I mean? I always like, it's a way how you separate it because at that point, because I got all girls, I didn't want her to know the daddy that ran around wanting to clap a nigga. You know what I mean? Rob a nigga, whatever. You know, so from an MC who's getting into it now, doing their thing now, how do you separate that right there? You know what I'm saying? Because your little man gonna get older and he gonna hear the bars. Cool. And he probably understand the bars now. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Lil Qua.
All right.
Now, with that being said right there, basically, man, I try not to step my kids down the wrong path. So when I do write that music, I think about them first and foremost. You know what I mean? Like, I try not to get into all that clapping and trapping and all that. I mean, I do it for the people. You gotta do it for everybody. So when I do make my music, I make it around them. So I kind of base myself. All right, this is what you want to talk about. You don't want to go in this element and your son right here. And I mean, pick up everything. But sometimes it's gonna be like that. You know what I mean? 'Cause you gotta reach out to everybody. But if I can help it, we're gonna do something like Cruise Control. That ain't too hard.
That's
you know
my
what I mean?
shit too.
It ain't too hard, man.
When we first heard it, matter of fact, while you just saying that, we're gonna get right into that song.
Yeah.
But you know, we're gonna let you introduce it, let you know the producer that did it.
All right.
Where your mind was at when you made it, man?
Man, Cruise Control. My man, I was going through a lot for real, man. I was inside the crib just chilling, man. Just watching cars go past, just thinking like, man, I gotta come up with something different. Come up with something that ain't regular in the street. Come out with something different. I mean, so it's like when I thought about Cruise Control, it was like, boy, let's try to take this to another level. Now. And when I performed it with y'all on Sunday, I mean, it was like, boy, it's a whole nother brand right here. It's a whole nother market right here, man.
I was like, yo, we heard it that night. So like, yo, bro, you heard that one? He told me, hold on. Matter of fact, I was eating wings at the time. I looked at Ro, he was at the booth, and we did the. You know what I mean? We got little signals when this might be the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cash Jordan too, man. He produced the track, did the beat, man.
Is he local? Is he around here or he somewhere else?
Nah, he overseas, man.
Yo, that's another thing, man. Like that overseas market, man, or people that are overseas that are really into hip hop.
Yeah.
And I brought this up yesterday when I was talking to one of my homeboys. I was like, yeah, you kind of get the fact that Drake ain't even from America gets lost.
Yeah.
Drake ain't American.
Yeah.
Drake from Canada. You know what I mean? One of the top hip hop heavyweights isn't even from here. You know
Tell me how many people remember that, though.
You know what I mean? People forget. And then that made me and him got into a discussion. He was like, well, you know, Slick Rick ain't from here either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Slick Rick. So it
And
just
then
lets you know
really,
the influence that we
the
have.
most people who buy the album are not from here.
Right.
You know, like
You're right.
you could be from Virginia. I mean, I'm not gonna say Clips numbers or nothing like that, but if I'm an artist from Virginia, my least amount of numbers might be right here where we from.
Right, exactly.
But overseas, my numbers might be jumping crazy.
Skyrocketing, man.
They buy albums over there.
Yeah,
So I
they do.
mean, I don't know who, nobody putting their music to. Your fan base need to be over there because they buy albums. You know what I mean? They ain't black marketing.
They gonna rock with you, man. They gonna rock.
With that being said, we're gonna get into this Cruise Control song, man. One of my favorites, man.
You already know quality, man. Fly City boy, Fly City USA. We already about to get into this Cruise Control. Let's rock.